So the Eagles gave Saquon Barkley a fat contract, $41 million, $36 million of it guaranteed at signing. And so this is why the Eagles are elite. They write a huge check with most of the money up front, meaning they can escape by year 2. I don't think they'll want to, but running back Saquon's been hurt. They can get out of it. This is what Arizona, Chicago, Cincinnati, that is the space those guys don't operate in. They did this with Carson Wentz. Philly takes big swings, and they write big checks up front. And so they can get out of stuff. And the Saquon deal is a massive check. And until the Raiders recently got a couple of new investors, they couldn't write these checks. Chicago doesn't write them. Cincinnati doesn't write them. Arizona doesn't write them. I mean, all legendary poker players, every Phil Hellmuth down, is they are selectively aggressive. They do not always have the best hand. You gotta be aggressive. And I think the heart and soul. Remember, Howie Roseman, this is a team that got to a Super Bowl, and they win a Super Bowl, and everybody wants to bring everybody back. And I'm not a fan of that. I think you got to keep moving the roster in professional football to keep everybody fresh. I think they're going to move off like 7 or 8 guys. You cannot move off Saquon Barkley. There are 3 or 4 players on the Eagles you can't duplicate. You can't duplicate Jalen Carter on a rookie contract. You cannot replace Saquon Barkley. Even Derrick Henry's not this. So the soul of the Eagles to me is GM, O-line, quarterback, Saquon Barkley, and Jalen Carter. And there was this ridiculous narrative that was happening for about a year ago. Running backs, they're going extinct. No, they're not. The most important football games in this league are played in December, January, and February. It gets cold and windy, and nobody is more valuable to a quarterback than a great running back. And what I love about Saquon Barkley, among other things, class, quiet, head down. I mean, this guy played bad O-lines at Penn State, bad O-lines with the Giants, never complained a single time. He does it the right way, so I could not be happier for Saquon Barkley. And I know a lot of people out there, running backs a dime a dozen. No, they're not. No, they are not. The O-line, as a collective, is really the centerpiece of the team. But when Saquon didn't have a great O-line, he was still remarkable. And all the smart people knew it. So, I had said this, people get worked up, certain positions don't get paid. If you're a great tight end, if you're a great guard, Joe Thuney, he got paid. Guards don't make any money. Joe Thuney got paid. You'll get paid. Safeties don't get paid. Ed Reed got paid. Ronnie Lott got paid. You'll get paid if you're great. Now, there's other positions where you don't have to be great. You can be Brock Purdy and good and get paid. But that's just the way the game works. There's some positions, if you're a good left tackle, the Rams have a good left tackle, you get a lot of money. Running back, you got to be great. Saquon Barkley.